Angel Reese, back in the gym, working on her pull up, bang. Working on her midi, working on her mid-range game, 15 to 17 feet out, being able to create some space for herself. Yes, this looks embarrassingly slow. No, it is not in slow motion. This is just what we have to work with right now.
Forget random shots in an empty gym. The Indiana Fever videos are like watching a team being built piece by piece. Sophie Cunningham and Lexi Hull aren't just shooting. They're surgically honing their three-point accuracy, perfecting catch-and-shoot techniques crucial for spacing the floor around Caitlin Clark. Alia Boston, she's not just working out, she's strategically evolving her post-game, countering defensive adjustments with new left-hand moves and a reliable floater. And it's not just the drills themselves, it's the presence of Keith Porter, the Fever's player development coach, actively guiding and correcting, even traveling with players. This isn't generic off-season fluff. It's a meticulously crafted plan, tailored workouts designed to address specific weaknesses and amplify strengths within a cohesive team system. They're not just hoping to improve, they're methodically constructing an offensive machine. But then there's the video from Angel Reese.
The most desperate response to the Fever's success I've ever seen.
Let's get it! Knockdown! Bang!
Hey man, we got a fire on the poop deck. Watch out! Watch out! Watch out! 4!
Bang!
Mayday!
Mayday!
Clear the runway! Brace for impact! AR-5 coming in heavy!
Bang!
Look alive, sunshine! Long 2, will it go through? Haha, no chance. Bang! Is it me, or is there only 2 rows behind the bench and they're like half full? I get better attendance on Monday nights in my men's league.
Come on, man! Bang!
Reese's video has her pretending she's the next Steph Curry shooting three-pointers. You know, that skill she absolutely doesn't need as someone who shot a dismal 44.5%.
How are you? Good. How are you? So finally meeting you.
Yes.
We got some footage from in the lab. That's right. She's in the damn gym. I'm just gonna keep it real. I guess hell has frozen over, but she is in the gym practicing shots. And as you can imagine, there's real reaction to this.
Just as the Fever's videos were racking up millions of views and sparking serious buzz, Angel Reese's PR team dropped their own training footage. The timing was conspicuous. Suddenly, after months of red carpets and podcasts, Reese was in the gym. But instead of excitement, the video was met with immediate skepticism. Fans and analysts alike raised eyebrows, questioning everything from the workout's focus to its very purpose. Was this a genuine training session or a hastily assembled PR stunt designed to deflect attention from the Fever's laser-focused approach? The basketball world smelled something fishy, and they weren't shy about calling it out.
Are you ready for my hint?
We'll make 5 4 hours. Funny to you. I'm looking for. What up, Fever family? It's Coach Keith Porter. Today I got Aaliyah Boston in the gym. We're been working on some footwork, getting up and down the floor. Just working on being better today.
Growth serves the collective goal.
I train about 4 or 5 days a week. A lot of young guns out there now that, they want to take your spot, and I don't blame them, but it's going to be hard because I'm going to go after it.
Guidance tailoring drills to address her specific weaknesses. Just Angel?
Lexi Hull being back in Indiana, in the gym, working out. We saw Keith Porter in there. We saw Lexi shooting her shots. We saw Lexi with reverse layups.
Let's break down what's actually in Reese's video. We see her working on long 2-pointers and 3-pointers. Now, Angel Reese is a 6'3" post player, someone whose game should be dominating inside. Last season, she shot a dismal 44.5% from less than 5 feet, one of the worst percentages in the WNBA for a player taking that many close-range shots. So why is she practicing shots she rarely takes and even more rarely makes in actual games? This disconnect is baffling. It's like a math student failing basic addition but spending all their study time on calculus. The fundamental problem, her finishing around the rim, is seemingly ignored in favor of perimeter shots. It's not just inefficient, it's missing the point entirely.
You know those shots she rarely takes or makes in actual games? This disconnect between her real on-court weaknesses and what she's training on has left both analysts and fans baffled, not the Chicago Sky. Another pointed out the obvious problem. She think about what's actually in this. Angel Reese's PR team suddenly felt compelled to show she was working too.
Angel Reese back in the gym practicing the 15 to 17 foot, but we see a lot in the Angel Reese practice footage of her working on this type of game, right? There's not too many practice videos that have been released on the Angel Reese front that doesn't involve her working with Lisa Leslie, that you see her working on her post moves, working around finishing around the basket, finishing around the rim.
Video. Angel Reese, a 6'3" post player who struggled mightily with finishing at the rim last season, is shown practicing long two-pointers and three-pointers.
Nobody's guarding you. There's no chance you're gonna get your shot blocked if you take a three. Nobody's guarding you. There's like no way.
Way!
How does she get her shot blocked all the time, man?
I don't get it!
Never seen a professional basketball player make a layup look so awkward, so uncoordinated, goes off the wrong foot, call it the poopity-scoopity shot.
Bang!
When little bro thinks he can play against the big bro.
Who's your daddy? Bang!
Angel, do the Dirk. Yeah, you know, the Dirk. That fall away. Do it. Oh, yeah, look at that bag work.
Bang!
This league rocks.
Bang!
Chicago Sky supporters are particularly frustrated. One fan directly questioned, how come it's Angel Reese's PR team that is releasing this? And
The reaction from fans and experts was swift and brutal. Why is her PR team releasing this and not the Chicago Sky? One fan questioned, highlighting the unusual source of the video. Others were more direct. She needs to work on her inside game, not three-pointers. The criticism wasn't just online chatter, it reflected a fundamental understanding of basketball. Analysts pointed out the absence of any Chicago Sky coaching staff in the video, no structured drills, no professional guidance. It looked like Angel, a camera, and a hastily arranged session, more for the gram than for game improvement. The overwhelming consensus? This video screamed performance over preparation.
Feel somebody on your left side, like Pope says, feel somebody on your left side, turn right. Feel somebody on your right side, turn left. We don't really see that with the Angel Reese workout videos. We see a lot of this, a lot of jump shots, set shots, catch and shoot, dribble, dribble, shot, dribble, dribble, pull up. Maybe we'll take it to the lane from 15 feet out on a drive, but not too much post plays.
This is like WNBA leveling up and all eyes on her now. I think that she knows that she has to completely restructure her form because that is not the way to be efficient in the post position that she is in. At the post position that she's in, a layup is supposed to be a given. She needs to improve her touch around the rim, like all over the place, but she seems to take these desperation shots
with substance, suggesting it prioritizes appearances over addressing actual weaknesses.
If Angel Reese was my power forward, and he saw this chart that we're looking at right now, and I see that when she's close around the basket finishing on layups, she's shooting 42%. And when I see Camila Cardoso around the basket finishing on layups, bottom of the chart, folks, she's finishing at a 56% clip. Well, if I'm Tyler Marsh, I am saying to myself, okay, let's make sure that this paint is not congested. So when we hand it to our big girl, when we hand it to our higher pick of the two from the 2024 WNBA draft, when we hand it to the better finisher out of the two, when we hand it to the better player out of the two offensively, let's make sure this paint is open so she has some room to operate.
Beneath the glossy Instagram filter, the statistics paint a stark and concerning picture. Reese's overall field goal percentage last season was a dismal 39.1%, and it gets worse. From less than 5 feet, that 44.5% we mentioned. Catastrophic for a post player, but it doesn't stop there. From 5 to 9 feet, a shocking 13%. Think about that. Connecting on fewer than 2 shots out of 10 from just a few steps from the hoop. And here's another layer. Nearly 40% of her rebounds came after her own missed shots. While hustle is admirable, this inflates her rebounding numbers while masking a glaring inefficiency. It's basketball's version of failing upwards, miss, rebound, miss again, repeat. Coaches point to mechanical flaws, a low release point, a pushing motion, crossed wrists, fundamental issues demanding serious technical overhaul. The numbers don't lie, they scream for attention to the basics, not step-back jumpers.
The struggles extend well beyond the immediate basket area. Shooting less than 15% from 5 to 9 feet is catastrophic for a post player's offensive arsenal. Think about that. Connecting on fewer than 2 shots out of every 10 attempts just a few steps from the hoop. That's not just a cold streak. It's a fundamental technical issue that requires immediate attention.
It's just a fact. She is, it's more than a fact. She is not good at layups. But I was looking at her stats. I jotted some down right here, and she shoots an abysmal 39% from the field. She shot below 50% on shots less than 5 feet away, which is bad. And even worse than that is that shots from 5 to 9 feet, 13%.
Why in the world are we working on layups or not working on layups when you got such a problem and you're so inefficient with your inside ball game? I just don't understand it, all right? Not only that, but that release is still draggy and slow. All right? You're a 4. Why are you shooting that far away? I get it. Eventually, you got to develop a jump shot. But you got to get the fundamentals down first. Gonna lead the league in brick layups and single-handedly keeping their team out of the playoffs once again. Look, I'm watching for some real interesting things to happen this year. Can she cure the layup issue? That's a big one. Number 2, will the Chicago Sky sideline their real superstar, Carmilla Cardozo, for Angel Reese? That ball should be feeding from the outside in through that big.
The contrast with Aaliyah Boston
dominate.
Is impossible to ignore. Playing a similar position, Boston shot a remarkable 55.2% from the field in her rookie season. That 16 percentage point difference isn't just a statistic. It's the gap between reliability and inconsistency, between a player you can count on and one who squanders opportunities. Boston's workouts are meticulously focused on footwork, touch around the rim, and left-hand development skills directly relevant to her role. Meanwhile, Reese seems to be ignoring advice from legends like Lisa Leslie, who specifically told her to focus on layup technique, and Shaquille O'Neal, who urged her to develop her inside game. Boston is building on a foundation of efficiency. Reese seems to be constructing a perimeter facade on shaky ground.
Great. She can get back to building that brick house on the hoop like she did last year. With her shot release, I don't know how she gets any shots off. Well, you heard what I said. And look, the guy's being objectively just critical when it comes to basketball. With that release, how is she getting shots off? It's real slow. It's a good question.
Professional shooting coaches have pinpointed specific mechanical flaws holding Reese back. Her release point often starts too low.
WNBA history is littered with the cautionary tales of top draft picks who flamed out. The league is unforgiving. Defenses adapt. Weaknesses are ruthlessly exploited. Basketball development specialists call the second year a critical window, a make-or-break period. Caitlin Clark appears to understand this urgency. attacking her vulnerabilities head-on, tightening her handle, expanding her mid-range game. For Reese, this crucial window seems to be playing second fiddle to brand partnerships and media appearances. There's a balance to be struck, but when marketing eclipses on-court contribution, it's a dangerous imbalance. Longevity in the WNBA isn't about followers, it's about evolution. Clark is laying the groundwork for a decade of elite performance. Reese risks having her ceiling defined by her rookie year limitations.
Frequently at chest level, creating a pushing motion rather than a smooth shooting stroke. Even more problematic is her tendency to cross her wrists during her shooting motion, disrupting the alignment needed for accuracy. These aren't minor tweaks. They're fundamental issues requiring dedicated technical overhauls.
She's back in her natural habitat, back in the lab, playing basketball, and it's got to be a scary sight for the rest of the WNBA if she gets even better, because it's not as if she wasn't absolutely phenomenally elite as a rookie and arguably the best player in the league after the Olympic break.
I just don't understand why she practices this move. She will never use it in the game, and who is actually going to be faked out by it? She seems like she should be working on layups. I mean, I don't know what else to say. Seriously. A lot of people saying the same thing. Everybody knows what the big deficiency there is, and it's within 5 foot. Within 5 foot of the basket. That shot had a 2-factor authentication. Okay. I can't dispute that. Forget step back shots, layup drills, man. Work on what Lisa Leslie taught you.
The Indiana Fever are showcasing a blueprint for sustained success, methodical skill development, a team-first approach, and a relentless focus on improvement. They're building a potential dynasty, brick by brick, drill by drill. Angel Reese's path is less clear. Will she heed the warnings, address her fundamental weaknesses, and evolve her game? Or will this PR-driven approach lead to a career trajectory defined by hype rather than hardwood impact? The 2025 season will tell us a lot. Are we watching the dawn of a dynasty in Indiana, or the potential fading of a star in Chicago? Let me know what you think in the comments below. Are the Fever on the right track? Or is Reese's approach misunderstood? Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss our next breakdown. Click the video on screen now for more WNBA analysis, and we'll see you in the next one.